Hey, what's up YouTube world? It's Ryan from Riding in Style. And today I just wanted to answer a couple of questions that I get asked a lot since I got my new car. And I'll just cover those things really quickly. And so one of the questions I get asked from people who knew me before when I had my first Charger is, am I trying to recreate my first car with the one that I have now? And the answer is no. I'm on a whole nother journey with this car and making it mine, making it look like mine. They do both look very similar in terms of color schemes, but that's just because that's the colors I like. They're both white, they both have the gloss black wheels, and you know, they look similar to those that don't know the difference in the body styles. In fact, I've had people ask me if that was my old car. You know, they'll ask me, did you get your old car back? And I'm like, no, it's not my car. That was a 2013. This is a 2015. Different body style, but they don't really know the intricacies. They're not like Mopar fanatics or anything, so I let those slide. But they do look very similar. I'm not trying to recreate it by any means, but they're both really good cars. Great engine, and I love the performance on both vehicles. And so another question I get asked is, why did you sell your first car if you just bought another car just like it 2 years later? Well, short answer for that is I wanted to buy a pickup truck. I bought the car brand new in 2013 and I sold it in 2015. And at the time I just really wanted a pickup truck because I had an SUV, but I wanted something where I could take to the beach or camping, that I could load up tables and chairs and the grill, you know, things like that. And if I needed to buy a refrigerator or a dryer or anything, I would have a vehicle that I could do that. And I couldn't do that in my Charger. And another reason I wanted to sell it was in pretty much mint condition. I babied that car. I took really good care of it. And I wanted to sell it before it lost too much value. You know, the thing about some of these cars is they will depreciate pretty quickly. And you know, I sold it 2 years later and I still lost money compared to what I paid for it on the sticker. But that's the nature of it. I think I sold it to a guy who appreciates it just as much as I do, or did, you know, if not more. And he's the guy, shout out to him again, Pono, that did the introduction and also my outro for my videos. So we still keep in touch, and yes, one day we will do a video with his car and my car. Not so much a comparison, but you know, I think it will be an interesting video. How often do people get to do that? And another question I get asked is, how much did I pay for my car? And so I don't know if that's referring to my first one or the one that I have now. So my first car I bought brand new, I paid a little over $42,000 for it. And that is from the dealership with all the taxes and fees, and I actually added the blacktop rims to that one, so that cost me another $1,200 more. And then I sold it, and I lost some money, but it's okay. That's what happens when you buy and sell vehicles. The one that I have now is really the difference why I decided to buy an RT and not a Scat Pack. Originally, I was going to buy a Scat Pack. I was set on it. My heart was already expecting to buy it, and I had been in touch with Steve White Motors, and I was going to spend $43,000 on a 2017 Scat Pack, and that is shipped to my house. I had a phone call when I was recording. I'm curious to find out how that looks when I review this video. But my heart was set to buy this Scat Pack. $43,000, to me it sounded like a good deal, considering 4 years ago I spent $42,000 for just a road and track. So I was this close to making that deal happen, and that's with them having it shipped to my house. But I was on Car Gurus and looking up local chargers in my area, and I stumbled across one that was actually at a Toyota dealership. That's right, a Toyota dealership. It was actually also a Chevrolet dealership. This car was in the same lot next to all these Camaros, and it just looked like a stepchild. I mean, like it really didn't fit. And they were trying to get rid of it. So the MSRP was about $28,000 for the 2015 Charger that I have now. It had the Plus package. So $28,000, they were asking $26,700 for it. And I thought, okay, that's not a bad deal. It's a couple grand below what the MSRP suggests, but I want to see if I can bring it lower. And they were able to reduce it to $24,700. And going back to my little haggle experience, we brought it down to $22,700. So just like that, I was able to shave $4,000 off of this RT. My price was $22,700. And I consider it a win. It almost felt like I'd be making a mistake by not buying it. Keep in mind that I was already mentally prepared to spend $43,000. So I feel like I'm getting a car 2 years old for half as much. And in essence, it's like I sold my first car and I lost money because of the depreciation factor. In this case, I feel like I made that money back because I'm buying another car already depreciated. That's in my opinion. And so when I look at, saving basically 20 grand on what I was about to pay, yeah, it's just an RT. It's not the Scat Pack. It's not the 392. And my heart, I really want to get one of those or a Hellcat, but it's more of a want. I really don't need this car. This Charger that I have, it's not my daily driver. The car that I'm in now is my daily driver. And one day I'll introduce the Ride in Style people to some of my other vehicles that I have. But it's just a fun car for me to have. Right now I have 3 cars and a motorcycle. And there's only me and my wife that drive. So I have more vehicles than drivers. So this Charger is just something fun to have, something to keep me busy, something to keep my hands occupied and keep fixing up. But I know it's going to happen. Eventually I'm going to run out of things to do to this car, and then I'll be twiddling my fingers thinking, all right, now what? So I'm still keeping my eye open. If a Scat Pack was to cross my path, I'm taking it. I'm just letting you know, I'm taking it. I'm not committed to the RT vehicle, but for the time being, I like it, I appreciate it. And I love the contacts that I've been able to make in this community. There's been some shout outs that's been going on in other people's videos, and I'm gonna have to do one of those. I mean, I think it just goes around full circle where people mention my channel, and it really goes a long way. And so I appreciate everyone that took the time out in your videos to actually mention my channel that, is a newer channel, it's growing. But I just really appreciate that, and it does go a long way and it doesn't go unnoticed. And so those of you that have done this whole shout out challenge, thank you. And I will be doing one. But the hard part about these is realistically, are you really going to mention every single channel? No, I mean, some channels are going to be left out, and I don't want anyone to feel like take it personal that I didn't mention their channel. But that's why I'm taking my time and I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Bernie's RT just did one, and wow, that's going to be a tough act to follow. I mean, he really put some time and effort in getting this done. But anyway, that's going off topic. So my question that people ask me is, why did I buy an RT instead of a Scat Pack? And basically it was because of the deal that I got on it. And I am keeping my eyes open. And if a Hellcat just so happens to come my way, am I going to say no? Of course not. But that's why it's called The Journey. So I thank you all for taking your time to listen to this video about certain questions that I get asked. And we'll see what happens, I call it a journey for a reason, because anything could happen. But you all enjoy your weekend. And this is Ryan from Riding in Style. Yeah.